witches. So since we're getting close to Valentine's Day here in about a month, I thought that we would talk about love. So if you have followed me at all since last year, you know that I am completely against casting a love spell to attract another person, just because it backfired on me. And all I did was, I'll link the video below. Please watch it, especially if you're considering doing this. But I did want to show you some things that you can do to help improve your love life. So, the first one is baths. So you can take baths that will make you more attractive to the opposite or the same sex, whatever you desire. All you need to do is run a bath, put some herbs in it, anything that goes with love, sassafras, skullcap, patchouli, hibiscus, rose, cardamom, and there's more, but those are the main ones. Put that in there, make a tea out of it, do an infusion, and then dump that in your bath water. That way you don't have to deal with, strain it, and you don't have to deal with scooping all the stuff out. Or you can do it in a little sachet, but you get more out of it if you boil it first. Light you some pink candles around your tub. Put some rose quartz in the water. Put some moonstones in the water. You could even be fancy and put a little pink glitter, even maybe some red, some selenite sand. I love this stuff. I've showed it to you before. It's so hard to open. I usually have to get my husband to open it for me because he's the last one that shut it. But it's selenite sand, and it's just like powdered selenite. So you can add that to your bath water. You can also get this in any stone rose quartz, anything that you want that draws love. Excuse me. Another one that's tied to love is dragon's blood resin. You can also use it for cleansing and banishing and protection, but also love. So I thought that was interesting. Most people don't know that about dragon's blood because it's not used that often in love spells and love workings. I mentioned patchouli. You could do some patchouli incense, the cones or the sticks around your bath. Just whatever you want to add to make it lovely and make yourself feel lovely. Because when you have a high self-love, and I'll link my video below for witchy affirmations, when you feel a great sense of self-love, it's easier for you to find love simply because you have an understanding of yourself. You have a love for yourself, and you feel like you're deserving for love. And when you're making yourself a beacon for love, you're going to find it when you're least expecting it. Another thing you could add is seashells. Seashells represent love because they were... I got a hole in this glove too. I got to wear some more gloves. I'm so embarrassed. But seashells represent love because this used to be someone's home, like I mentioned in the Sea Witch video. Somebody used to live here. It represents protection, but also love. So you could add those in there. I'm going to put and rose petals. Don't forget about rose petals. You can use red or pink. My pink ones are a little bit different. But I'm going to add just 3 of these on my plate. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I am also going to sprinkle a little pink glitter. Yes, oh my gosh. I'm going a little crazy with the glitter today, guys. anyway. I said a little. I'll put some on the candle. So, when you are wanting to make yourself more open for love, we're not saying putting a love spell on someone, but making yourself more open. You can put some items around your candle that represent love. I have some rose quartz chips. I can't find them. I don't know what I've done with my chips. I've lost my green aventurine and my rose quartz and my amethyst. Don't know what the hell's going on. And then some moonstones. I'm going to do 13. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all check this out. 11, 12, 13 exactly. Perfect pour. Intuition or what, right? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so then ignore these for right now. But you're going to take your pink candle. I just had it in my hand. What the hell did I do with it? It's in my lap. You can take light pink, dark pink, rose gold. If you want to use red, okay, because you're trying to attract love. But I feel like this is more gentle. But you would carve in here maybe soulmate, open to love. Don't write stuff like someone's name, love me. You know, don't do that because it might backfire, and it probably will. The chance of you finding the mate of your dreams by casting a love spell on them is slim to none. It's probably going to be the opposite of what you want to happen, so don't do that. So you would just carve it. I'm not going to because I'm not going to cast this. I don't need to. I am happily married, but I'll show you once you carve it with whatever you want. You could also put the sigil for Venus. Work with Venus on stuff like this on Fridays during a waxing moon or a full moon. But if you wet it, and then you can roll it in the glitter, since I made so much of a mess of it, it sticks. And it's so pretty. Kind of hard to see. But anyway, and then you would stick it in there. You could also dress it with some self-love oil. You can buy it or you can make it. I will link the recipe for this one below. This has jasmine and all the other stuff I mentioned earlier. I forgot to say jasmine. So you put the little candle in the holder after you've had your bath. And then you could just call upon Venus and then just let her know that you're open to love. You could even look up some spells, look up some pagan prayers, and say those and try to draw abundance of love into your life without aiming it at a specific person. You could even put some dragon's blood around. Just adding all of these correspondences in one place. Because I'm going to show you what to do when you finish. So then, after you've said your piece, whatever you want to say, be careful what you wish for, okay? You'll light the candle, let it burn all the way down. And then, after it finishes, you can scoop up some of this and put it in a little, I had a pink one of these the other day in a video, and I completely lost it. I have no idea where it went. But you could put it in a little velveteen bag like this, put it in a little sachet like this, and just carry it on you to attract love. So that's one thing you can do. I am very cautious about sharing love spells with you because I don't want to be responsible when somebody rapes you, beats you, and kills you. I just couldn't live with that on my conscience. So that's what you can do with that. And it's so pretty to look at. I wish I hadn't dumped so much glitter, but I did. So you could do that. And that'd be good to do on Valentine's Day, especially if you're alone. That would cheer you up and give you some self-love. You could even just focus on yourself and put some hearts and put your name, your birthday, self-love. I love myself. I'm good enough. Blah, blah, blah. And that's going to help you open up to being accepting of love as well. So say you already have someone. You're going to use just about the same stuff. But this is a hand fasting candle. And you can get it in all colors. I like red because it represents passion. So you can use the same correspondence that you could even sprinkle some skullcap, patchouli. Skullcap is actually used in hand fasting ceremonies. So you would definitely add some skullcap. I have some right here. This is what it looks like. Not really much to look at, just a bright green herb. So you could even scatter that around. Sassafras is another one. So you could use those. And then what you do is you take one lighter, and this is like not a hand fasting ceremony. This is just like doing something to kind of reunite your love. It'd be great to do on Valentine's Day or a full moon or a Friday during a waxing moon. But you take one lighter and you light yourself, and then your significant other lights theirs at the same time, while you may say something to each other at the same time, or you could take turns. I like to do it at the same time. I feel like it's more powerful and it's more fun because you're kind of talking over each other, and it's just cute. They also have these in same-sex couples. You can get female-female, male-male. They're easy to find. And I got these from, I think, 13 Moons. So you could do that. What you can also do is take the couple facing each other. Use the same correspondences around. That's so cute. I love that. She's still falling over. They did send me another one. I already used it, but I don't want to throw this away. It's just too cute, so I'm going to use it. I have tried to fix her legs with just a lighter. I'm going to need to go with some pink wax and seal around, but I will before I use it on Valentine's Day. But same thing. You light yours, your partner lights theirs, and then you say to each other what you want to say. And this is pink, so it's more of a love, you know, like a maternal love, versus a, you know, passion, which would be red. Pink is just more gentle. It's still love, but it's more of a gentle love versus passion. So red kind of brings passion back to a relationship. This just kind of, you know, keeps the relationship fresh, solidifies it, remind you that you are in love. You can also look up, like in a pagan prayer book or a book on love and witchcraft, and find some little vows to say to each other. You can even choose a couple of things from some hand fasting ceremonies. There's some very nice things in there that you could say to each other. But you do those, and you know, you don't even have to dress them. You can. I would carve the name, or at least the initials of each person, and maybe the back or the bottom of each one. Each person carve theirs, or even to be even cuter, you carve theirs and let them carve yours. That'd be sweet. And then do that. And then just, you know, enjoy watching it burn down together. think about that person while you're staring at their flame. Like if I was thinking about my husband while his is burning, I'd stare at his, not mine, and he'd stare at mine, not his, as it burned down for a little bit. You don't have to stay there the whole time. Let it burn down. And then anything left in the plate, if you have something like your favorite heart quartz crystal, you wouldn't want to bury that. But everything else, you just take it and then bury it by a beautiful tree, a nice big tree. It can be in your yard, it can be in a park. Your yard is best, especially if you live with your significant other, because it's gonna, keep the love on the property. So just some cute little ideas that you can use for Valentine's Day. And don't forget, put your leftover stuff. You could even put some little candle nubs or pieces of leftover wax in here and carry it with you if you were doing this one to help you to attract love. But I will link my love spell video below. I do give you an example of one. You are warned if you try it. I even tell you don't try it at home. And then for some stupid reason, I went ahead and gave you an example, but it was just something stupid that I saw this witch do on YouTube. It's not even that big of a deal, I don't think, but just be careful what you ask for. Focus on you, and the more you're able to love yourself, the able you will allow yourself to be loved by others. And I know that's so cliche, but it's true. It's true. So some other witchy ideas that you could do on Valentine's Day. If you're both in the craft, you could do things like this together. You could even do a little ritual together. You could take a ritual bath together. You could prepare a witchy meal together. You could sit and watch a movie and have some witchy tea together. You could bake something witchy together using some herbs and charge those herbs with love as your cookie. You could watch a witchy movie together and eat some popcorn and curl up on the couch. And one of my favorite things to do on Valentine's Day, since it's cold inside, is to sit by the fireplace and just, kind of hang out together with the fire going, and maybe, tell funny stories. My husband and I have been together. Next year will be 20 years. So we have a lot of shit to talk about and a lot of funny stories to tell. And just do that in front of the fire, sitting by the hearth. And it's just really enjoyable. But if you have a new love and you're different religions, you can still do things like that. Just maybe be a little more secretive about it. Don't tell him we're baking a cake we're baking Valentine's cookies, and I'm going to bless the sugar and I'm going to add in cinnamon, that's charged with whatever, charged with love. Just be careful. Don't piss off your Christian boyfriend or girlfriend if they don't know that you're a witch or a Wiccan or whatever, or just a pagan. But side note, you need to make sure before you get into a relationship with someone that they are accepting of your craft. Because if you end up marrying that person and you have to stay in the broom closet the rest of your life, it's going to be terrible. Because most people don't understand that 98% of witchcraft is good for most of us. There are, witches out there that will only do baneful magic. And I feel sorry for them because they're not bringing any positivity into their life. They're only bringing negativity in and putting negativity out, and that's just not the way to be. That's not what witchcraft is about. It's certainly not what Wicca is about. That'll do no harm. Do what you will. If you can't live by that, you're not a Wiccan. You're just not. Every now and then you have to do some painful stuff. I teeter and totter sometimes, but most of the time I'm using my magic for light and love and helping others and not hurting people. So just don't piss me off too bad. Don't hurt anyone I love to the point of no return, and we're good. But now I'm ranting. But I will link below a couple of things for you. The love spell warning, and then the wonderful recipe for this. And I think that's all that I have. And if you have any cool ideas for Valentine's Day, let me know on Twitter, and I'll be happy to share them. And if you are going to be doing a hand fasting on Valentine's Day, let me know, because I'd be interested to hear about it. And that's all I have, witches. Blessed be.